my absolutely beautiful Pisces friends, and welcome to your horoscope for August of 2022. We're Pisces this month. We've got an awesome opportunity moving into Virgo season to get organized. My goodness, to get organized. And where you're getting organized has to do a lot with these relationships. Now, we've also got some key signature degrees that I'm going to talk about this month that I would love for you to locate on your own personal chart so you can see where these signature stamps of learning are going to be and have been as we're moving forward even into 2023. All right, Pisces, let's get in here and talk about what's available for us in the cosmos this month. Right at the beginning of the month on the 4th, we've got Mercury moving into the energy of Virgo. So here we go, starting to warm up and get busy and activate this 7th house area of your life. Conscious, chosen, one-on-one relationships, including first and foremost of you with the universe, you with whatever you call a higher power, then you with you and how you use that connection to ground with yourself, how you're talking to yourself, how you're dealing with yourself, right? Then we move out to the people. Your lovers, your business partners, your friends, your contracts that you have with other people. This is a big energy to be looking at. Now, I will say that with this being Virgo energy, it is our clue, it is our signal that we need to be getting organized and having a bit more discernment about something, right? But we need to prioritize and start to bring things into the details, get into health of something. And I really think more and more about the one-on-one relationship connection. You know, what's going on here? Do you need to be having some conversations, filling out paperwork, making decisions, making choices in relationships? Now, in the 7th house, I also put contracts in terms of, are you deciding to get married? You've picked the date. This is so exciting. You're going to do that. Are you getting engaged? Are you getting divorced? What's happening in this area that you're consciously making some decisions to move in a particular direction with a one-on-one relationship? Mercury here is really great for helping get the conversation organized, but also Virgo is a mutable energy. So it's one of the energies that brings things to culmination and transitions it to what it needs to be next so that there can be a fresh beginning. So even if it's a writing project, right, is it transitioning to what it needs to be next? This is going to be the signature we will work with as we travel throughout August. Now, on the 11th, we're going to see Venus move into the energy of Leo, lighting up your 6th house space. The sun is traveling here as well as we finish out that Leo season. So in the 6th house, we're talking about your daily routines, like mundane things, right? So when we even talk about work, yeah, we talk about coworkers because they're a part of the mundane work that we're doing, right? But those files, those emails, making sure your office is vacuumed, okay? These are the mundane things, the dental appointment, any health and wellness appointments or tending to, including, I put mental health and wellness in there as well, right? Because this is a day-to-day vision up here. This, I don't know about you, but some days there has to be some spring cleaning that goes on in my mental space. So I don't know about you, but is there something that needs to be cleared up here as well? Now, the other thing I was thinking about with Leo, because there's so much big cat energy, it's very expressive, right? It made me think about with Venus and Leo here, you know, do you have positive ways where you are expressing yourself or you're attracting people or relationships into your life that you feel comfortable where you can express your truth? Are you loving on yourself, right? When you have a very human moment and you think, F traffic, this sucks. Do you forgive yourself and move on because you are a human being, but instead use a daily practice of putting your head where your hands are and being good to yourself and to other people, despite sometimes what the brain game is? This is a great use of thinking about this area. But other things I do think of are this attracts a sweetness to the projects of your daily life. Now, let's be real. Venus in the 6th house could have you wanting the snacks. Okay, Venus in Leo, you're like, oh, I deserve a little something. And you do. I'm sure that you do. But maybe like a little something, not like all the something, okay? Also on the 11th, we're going to see a full moon happening at 19 degrees of Aquarius. Now, this is going to light up your 12th house space, so a little bit of quiet. right? And the full moon says, oh, we need to end something, acknowledge something, make an adjustment to this area. So this is in your 12th house space. So the first place I go for you, Pisces, is, do you need downtime? Do you need some quiet? Do you need to sit? Do you need to reflect? Do you need to rest? Do you need to sauna? Do you need to pray? What is it? Because this moon is in conjunction with Saturn, which means leveling up, coming to a new place of mastery, a maturity, and it is squaring its other ruling planet, Uranus, that says, I have to break free from some of these financial ideas, some of these hurts, some of these things from the past, right? We've got Saturn retrograde. Uranus is vibrating to head into retrograde in just a couple days. So what have you been doing, or what do you need to do to tend to your spiritual life, your creative life? Maybe other things behind the scenes, diseases, illnesses, addictions. Are there specialized populations in your life? Babies, elderly people, people with different abilities that you're needing to attend to? Are there projects behind the scenes that need some adjusting and you're getting ready to take quite seriously and make some decisions about? Whatever that is in the quiet space, if you need alone time, please take some of it, okay? Oh, internet detox. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. It's Aquarius. It's a social energy. If you need an internet detox, take advantage of scarcity marketing. Sometimes it's good when you're gone. All right. On the 20th, we've got Mercury moving into pre-retrograde shadow time at 24 degrees of Virgo. So note this on your personal chart. Where is 24 degrees vibrating for you? Because we're going to see this in this next retrograde that's actually going to happen from Libra to Virgo, happening on September 9th. We'll cover that next month. Now, also, we've got Mars moving into the energy of Gemini, and usually we see Mars trek through for about 6 weeks in a sign, work it up, get it all done, the strategy is moving, but we're going to have Mars here for 7 months. So this is our real indicator that in this Gemini 4th house area for you, home, family, real estate, property, new strategy is needed. New strategy is going to blow in, whether it shows up as conflict or it shows up as action and energy and you're on fire to do it. New thinking, new conversation, new discussion, new learning. This is a period over 7 months, right? This is a signal that it really needs attention in this area. And it doesn't mean you have to go focus in until you make it happen. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about strategy, energy, learning, curiosity, communication. It's restored here at this time. Making decisions, making moves, putting your hands on things and getting them finished is what we're going to do from now until we cross into 2023. Now, in September, just a little preview, September 3rd, we're going to see Mars enter into its pre-retrograde shadow time. So we'll talk about that next month, but just know right at the beginning of September, we're going to slow down for the very specific lessons of the Mars retrograde. As we get to the 22nd, we see the sun now come into the energy of Virgo. Light, heat, life, vitality. A real light is shining on your relationships. So Pisces, are there relationships you need to just let it go, let it fall off? Remember, bring it to culmination. Are there relationships it's time to organize them so that you can get your next product, your next step, your next event ready and in motion? Are there decisions, big decisions? This is a Mercury ruled sign that you're making in your partnerships, whatever that looks like. Lots of conversation and partnerships is absolutely on the agenda for August. Now, when we get to the 24th, here we go. Okay, very excited. Uranus is taking its retrograde at 18 degrees of Taurus. Now, we have already just seen at the end of July that Mars, Uranus, and the North Node came together in a pretty powerful conjunction. And so whether it was really loud in your life and you're like, Stormie, listen, I had a whole change, or it was subtle, at 18 degrees of your energy base of Taurus, something shifted, okay? People, places, things, lessons, circumstance came to life to course correct you. It was like, this doesn't work. You have to detach. You've got to detach, right? And you'll get some chances to see it. Now, we also want to back up and see where the full scale of this lesson is working at, okay? Back up with me to May 7th of 2022, this year. 14 degrees of Taurus is where Uranus started to vibrate. Okay, what was happening for you then? What felt unstable, destabilized, new, inventive? You did something, you went somewhere, you had a conversation, you took an action, you thought about your money, your relationships, your properties, your body in a way that you really haven't before, and it was probably pretty uncomfortable, okay? Now we flash forward to having the meetup of the node and Uranus, and now this Uranus retrograde at 18 degrees. So between 14 degrees and 18 degrees, these are the lessons of freedom right now. Focus in. You do not need to go take on your entire chart right here. 14 degrees to 18 degrees. What house is that for you with Taurus energy? Now we've got a full year to really work on this. May 7th to 2022 to May 9th of 2023, when Uranus will come back and be out of its full retrograde cycle. So bursting back out to freedom. What are the last vestiges I need to tackle, call in resources so that I can have my financial freedom? I have self-worth, I have self-value, I have self-esteem. I have the possessions and the relationships that I need in my life. That's the big stamp question I think becomes available for us this month. As we get to the 25th, we're going to see Mercury move into the energy of Libra, starting to light up the 8th house space. So where you have the 8th house, we have intimacy, sex, okay? Or other intimacies. You see into me. Deep conversations. These are the ones that free and reveal your soul, right? They give you absolute detox. It's like cleaning the spots off of your soul so that you can move in a day-to-day way with freedom without your mind game running so heavy. It's honesty. There's a hell of a lot of honesty that can become available here, or a hell of a lot of dishonesty that can become available here. This is also a wonderful energy for collaborations, right? Do you have a joint collaboration with a spouse or a partner, and you have money? Ooh, it must definitely be partnership. So if you're making financial decisions, Mercury is going to help you here in this energy of Libra to have conversations, make sweet deals and negotiations. If it's something legal, even though this is the 8th house, because it's Libra energy, this could very well be something legal. And I'm not saying that you like it. I'm not saying you're having the best time ever. I'm saying lean into the fact that Mercury in Libra's got a vibration that can bring peace and resolution in a more amicable way instead of having to go in there and beat something to death, okay? As we're closing out this month on the 27th, we've got a new moon happening at 4 degrees of Virgo. So again, putting this stamp into the relationship house. So plant your seeds of intention, Pisces. This is an awesome opportunity for you to do that. What are the next relationships you'd like to have in your life? What's a fresh perspective on the current relationships you'd like to have in your life or that you've got going on? Where do some relationships need to be brought to a culmination so that the fresh ones can bud and flower? I also think that the 7th house brings us significant relationships that take us in a new direction. They help us rise to the next occasion. They bring the realtor in who helps us buy that house. They bring in a significant mentor that helps us get organized and get our life together and on a track that allows us to be successful, right? So you can plant your seeds for intention if you're looking for that, if you're looking for a mentor for business, real estate, if you need a marriage counselor, if you need friends in your life, if you're like, listen, we're just hanging out by ourselves, we need some like married friends or some like parent friends or like healthy single friends, like ask the universe. And I also offer this to you, Pisces, to say thank you. As you do your new moon ritual, say thank you, universe, for allowing me to be conscious of the fact that the solutions that I'm asking for have already been worked out, and I know that. Wonderful to add to your new moon intentions, okay? All right, my beautiful Pisces, have a gorgeous month. I love you a ton, and I look forward to seeing you in all of the weeklies. And then, of course, I'll see you in September. I love you, friends. Bye.